on an all-new Dr. Phil. She says her mom is obsessed with selfies.
You dress inappropriately.
I'm not a soccer mom.
Slept with her friend's ex-boyfriend.
I didn't have sex with the boy.
Then why were you guys up in the bedroom together?
And partied with her at age 16.
Were you drinking and doing drugs with her?
No, they wanted.
Okay, now somebody's lying.
If I'm coming clean about myself, then you need to come clean too.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today is going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Okay, take a look at these photos of a mom's sliced up hands and arms. Now, they are the result of an altercation between Melinda and her teenage daughter, Cassidy. Now, Melinda says her relationship with her daughter, Cassidy, took a turn a few years ago when at 15, Cassidy threw a party and over 100 people showed up. They destroyed the house, resulting in over $33,000 in damages. Now, since then, Melinda says they fight so much that the police have been called at least 200 times.
Yeah, you did.
No, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
My 18-year-old daughter, Cassidy, is totally out of control. She's aggressive, abusive, and she's self-destructive.
You're getting high. You're getting drunk.
1 minute, Cassidy is totally fine, and the next minute, she's calling me a whore, a bitch, a slut. Cassidy was bullied for most of her life due to her weight. After this huge transformation, her attitude changed. When she hit high school, everything just went downhill. She started hanging around with the wrong crowd.
I knew something was going to happen, but I get the blame, of course.
I was losing control. I really didn't know how to handle it. Things escalated about a year ago, and she became physically abusive.
You're fighting every day.
Cassidy has assaulted me at least 10 times. It could start off as a slap, then a punch. I've been pushed around, spit on.
I still call the police all of the time.
I have called the police at least 200 times over the last 3 years. Sometimes I have to call the police 3 times in one day. About a week ago, she started screaming and yelling at me on the phone. Then I started receiving texts, "Die whore, die bitch, my boyfriend's coming over to kill you, you're dead meat." This has just become a normal part of my life. I worry about Cassidy because she's continually putting herself in harm's way. She hangs out in drug houses, she drinks alcohol, she hangs around with criminals. Our police department placed a restraining order on Cassidy. She broke those conditions twice, and the police came to arrest her. I'm fearful that she will die if she's not with me, but I'm fearful if she's with me, she'll end up killing me.
Well, Cassidy says her mother is just an attention seeker and is not the super mom that she wants people to believe she is.
My mom is aggressive, intimidating. You and your friends are hate all of you. She's an attention seeker. She posts way too much on social media and cares way too much about her looks. I think of my mom as a sister or a friend that I have to live with. She was violent towards me a few times, but when I turned into a teenager, that's when we would both get into physical fights with each other. Growing up, she wasn't there for me emotionally. She didn't support me as well as she could have. If you worried every day, then why'd you say in my face, "Oh, you should kill yourself"?
Why would I want you to die? If I wanted you dead, do you think my life would be actually easier?
She exposed herself! When I was 16, my mom and I would party. I thought it was cool because it was like, wow, she's my mom and she's my best friend.
Cassidy has claimed that I've partied with her, and this is totally untrue.
I didn't want my mom to find out that my friends were doing cocaine, and she walked down and she said, "It's fine if it's in my house, if I can have a line." I knew it was overstepping a boundary, but I didn't think things would turn out like this. Things started escalating into doing Molly and then Xanax and pills.
Cassidy and her friends are jealous of me. They feel I'm a threat around the boys that they like. They think I'm prettier than they are, and they don't like that.
The guys my age think she's a hot mom.
Some of Cassidy's male friends tried to flirt with me. They've asked me out on dates. Of course, I don't pursue any of these advances.
She slept with one of my friend's ex-boyfriends. Everyone was on drugs when it happened. My friend was bawling. She was in love with this guy, and I just couldn't believe my mom did this. That's when I knew things were really out of control.
Okay, it's good to have you both here, and I'm curious whether or not you really believe that this is a life-threatening situation for one or both of you.
I 100% believe it's a life-threatening situation for both of us.
Okay, so you really think this could get so violent that she could aggress against you and one of you wind up dying either intentionally or accidentally?
I know that's what's going to happen.
Okay. What do you think? Do you think this is a really volatile situation?
No, I don't think it's a life or death situation. She's let me live on the streets for months without contacting me, having me blocked. She didn't even care.
So why is she saying this? Is she just melodramatic mom, or what's all this about?
Like, she just wants to appear like she's super mom, but it's been over 10 months without her talking to me.
Melinda says that all of this trouble with you started with a night of this party at the house. Let's take a look at this, and then I'll let you comment on it.
A few years ago, when my daughter was in the first year of high school, I received a call from our local police that my daughter was okay, but my home was completely destroyed.
I was going to have a little get-together with people that I know, and it ended up turning into my address being posted on social media.
Around 100 people showed up, and the police described it as a riot. My neighbors thought I was dead.
When the police went there, I was like, go upstairs, this girl's throwing up. She threw up on my mom's bed. They had to take her away in an ambulance.
I had no front door. It was ripped off and thrown into the street. The front deck was collapsed. My front windows were broken. Our sofas were ripped apart. Someone peed on my bed.
There was a few holes punched in the wall and my TV was broken.
They stole video games, clothing, including my underwear.
The party went crazy because the girls brought me liquor and I ended up getting intoxicated. Before this, I never drank. I think that's what the plan was. Get Cassidy as drunk as she can so we can take over her house.
Altogether, there was over $33,000 worth of damages. I was devastated.
So you guys agree that this happened?
It did
happen. 100%,
yeah.
yes, it did.
Okay.
I was set up by girls at my school.
And there was quite a bit of damage to the house. A door was ripped off your house. There was a broken deck. There were holes in the walls, punched in the wall. The blinds were ripped off. How many people showed up? Like 100 people?
Yeah, probably over 100 people. It was the worst thing that could have ever happened to me.
Now, there was a transition in your life because you were kind of you said a very quiet, sort of wallflower kid when you were younger. You said you were overweight and kind of invisible and got bullied a lot. And then you were kind of a late bloomer, and in high school, that all changed for you.
Yeah, like I started getting more attention. Like I started working on myself. I went on a diet. I lost over 60 pounds.
Cassidy says that she was falsely accused of assaulting her mother. Now, she says it was Melinda who dramatically and purposely fell into glass. And she's going to tell us her side of that story, and I've got some questions about how this relationship has been defined when we come back.
Things were building up when the assault happened.
You put your hands on me first.
Her fists were in the air. She started punching me in the face.
Then she went backwards and did a whole dramatic fall.
The wound was very close to an artery.
And later, were you drinking and doing drugs with her?
No, they wanted me to come and hang out with them.
Okay, now somebody's lying.
If I'm coming clean about myself, then you need to come clean about some things too.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
To see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 2, tonight at 8/7 Central.
All these young, untimely deaths.
For your kid, fame can be poisonous.
He shared with me something. Oh, I hesitate to even say it.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series, Monday, January 16th at 9 on ID.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
Why me, huh?
Why not you?
Listen to the thunder.
Let the chips fall where they may. Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well. If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart. Next.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love, new episode, Friday, 8/7 Central.
To Beth for telling us about Peptiva Nighttime Probiotics.
To Beth.
Welcome, ladies. You know, the best thing about Peptiva is that I can digest food like a kid again.
No, the best thing is that I get to sleep like a kid again.
Digestion.
Ladies, with Peptiva, you get both.
Peptiva is the first doctor-formulated probiotic that works at night with key ingredients backed by 7 clinical studies. And right now, you can get a complimentary sample by texting BANK to 321321. Peptiva works while you sleep to soothe indigestion, cramping, bloating, even constipation, while promoting digestive health. And it has time-released melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life.
Okay, girls, what do we have next week?
Tacos.
Wings. Chili.
Peptiva is flying off the shelves at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting BANK to 321321. Text now, and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort absolutely free. That's BANK to 321321.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
Are you mad at the team?
We done messed up the koala.
You good?
What just happened?
House party, rated R.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
Coming January 21st.
The Samuels are looking to the D word, divorce, separate, something like that.
Did they say divorce or separate? What? We just had a whole show prep with our producer, and no one told me we was gonna bring us up live on the air today.
She says that her and her husband are trying to fix their marriage and denying any divorce rumors.
All marriages go through stuff. Does that mean we're separated or getting divorced? Absolutely not.
Love and Marriage DC, new episodes, Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
I've done things that I shouldn't have done, and I've said things that I shouldn't have said. I chased Cassidy's ex-boyfriend down my front steps with a baseball bat. I have jumped into a moving vehicle to keep Cassidy home and had threatened the driver. I've threatened another parent, telling her that if her son causes my daughter to die, her child will die. I've told Cassidy's friends that if anything happens to her, they will be next. I will kill them.
Melinda claims Cassidy can turn into a possessed monster, and she saw that look in her eye last March when she feared for her life.
A few months ago, Cassidy came downstairs and she looked like a zombie.
The night before, what my mom didn't tell you guys is that we took Xanax and we were drinking. We had a pint of liquor. Every morning after my mom and I partied, she'd be in a foul mood.
Things were building up when the assault happened.
There wasn't an assault. You put your hands on me first, like you. Do you not remember? You called me a whore. You got all up in my face.
No, I didn't actually. That's not the version that I remember.
Okay, well, you were on Xanax, so...
No, I wasn't on Xanax. She started yelling at me. I tried to calm her down. She continued to become angrier and more aggressive.
Like, we were pushing each other back and forth.
When Cassidy loses control, she looks like a totally different person. She was charging at me. Her fists were in the air. She started punching me in the face, in the chest, in the shoulders, wherever she could get a shot.
And then she went backwards and did a whole dramatic fall.
She pushed me into a glass, which broke and caused stab wounds in my hand and in my arm. And you got scared because you looked at me.
Yeah, because I didn't know there was glass on the table. You were telling my friends I had a plan to kill you.
No, I never said that.
I think my mom did this to scare me because she didn't think that it was going to be that severe of a cut.
I was very lucky because the paramedics told me that the wound was very close to an artery. I had several bruises. I was black and blue all over. Cassidy was charged with assault causing bodily harm and uttering threats. That was the last time Cassidy lived with me, and that was 10 months ago.
Okay, now when you had this altercation and you fall backwards into a glass, right?
That's correct.
And this cut your hand, cut your arm, you had bruises all over you, so this was a full-out fracas between the two of you. You say she did this on purpose?
She did the hand on purpose. There's no pictures of my bruises. I don't take pictures of my bruises.
There were no bruises. Cassidy had not one mark on her body, and that the police did confirm that.
Is this a traditional parent-child relationship?
No. I mean, maybe I'm not the typical mom.
How not?
Well, with the way that I look, that's a big thing. I'm not a soccer mom, and I'm never going to be. I'm confident. I feel great in my 40s, and it's not that I want to flaunt it, but I still don't want to roll over and die.
When you were 15, 16, 17, were you drinking and doing drugs with her?
No, they wanted me to come and hang out with them. And
okay, now
things.
Somebody's lying because you say she's coming in the room saying, that's cocaine. It's okay if you do it at home as long as I get a line. And you're saying, no, I have not done drugs. Now, somebody's not telling me the truth.
I don't know. I have had a couple of drinks with Cassidy and her friends.
Okay, so you do drink with your daughter and her friends.
But I have had a drink in the same area that the kids were downstairs.
Have you provided alcohol to these kids?
No, I will not buy alcohol.
Has she provided you alcohol?
Yeah, she has. Like, I'm not trying to get her in trouble for that.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble either. I'm trying to find out what has transpired.
Right and refused to buy you guys alcohol several times, and you know who you get the alcohol from.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but if I'm coming clean about myself, then you need to come clean about some things too, because everyone's making me look like the bad person.
I'm trying to find out what has been so we can move forward from it.
I have smoked marijuana, and I have had a few drinks in my home with the kids being there. I don't know what to do. Do I join them? Do I sit back and then have them attack me, verbally and physically?
So
they took over my home. So
pretty
what
much
do I do?
at least peripherally joined in.
Well, because I had no choice. Because
okay, but so you've peripherally joined in, because we have a statement from Cassidy's friend. We did party with Melinda a lot. Cassidy and I were around 16 and 17 years old. Melinda did coke and Molly. There was also a time when only Melinda did ecstasy. Melinda also had sex with my ex. He was 19 at the time. It was 2 years ago. I was there when it happened. At once, Melinda and I almost fought each other. That's an accurate statement, correct?
Right, but what came about that is, and I know who that was because she hates my guts. I mean, it's terrible that a kid is jealous of a grown adult. But the plan is there was a boy that Cassidy and her friends knew who was this girl's ex-boyfriend, who somehow had some type of a crush on me, and they were planning on putting ecstasy in my drink.
This is the biggest lie that she's been telling people, that I planned on my mom to get gang raped. Why would I want my mom to get gang raped? What would
you guys thought it was funny? Like I couldn't lay my drinks down.
I did not think it was funny. I tried to talk you out of doing the ecstasy because I had an older friend there that said, don't take ecstasy, ecstasy's dirty.
I'll admit to drinking, having a few drinks, and I'll admit to smoking a little bit of marijuana, but I didn't take any ecstasy.
So you were not on ecstasy when you were intimate with this boy?
I didn't have sex with the boy. I don't care
why were you guys up in the bedroom together?
I don't care what she says, and I don't care what he says. I'm not interested in young boys. I mean, as much as you guys would like me to.
You guys exchanging social media pictures.
Well, I mean, maybe I received a picture of him with his shirt off. He had
Then
abs.
why was it saved?
I thought it was a gym picture, and I said, oh, good job, buddy. And then it started.
That's why it was saved on your phone and why you were showing your friends.
I never showed my friends. I don't have any friends to show.
Well, Cassidy says Melinda is obsessed with this social media that we're talking about and with taking selfies. She'll tell us why it bothers her so much when we come back.
In some of your selfies, you dress inappropriately.
To me, it wasn't inappropriate. I wasn't bent over. I wasn't sticking my tongue out like all the girls do.
And later...
I take panic attacks. I have anxiety. I have PTSD.
Did you try to take your own life?
Yeah. After what I've been through, a normal person would want to die, but I don't want to die.
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
See if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
People gonna talk in D.C. They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait.
Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your ass.
The sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back. And own that. Because I don't talk and again and again and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
I'm Dr. Oppenheimer. Many of my patients want better sleep. I recommend Somnipure Melatonin Gummies from Force Factor. With great tasting Somnipure Melatonin Gummies, you'll fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up refreshed. Rush to Walmart for Somnipure Gummies from Force Factor.
So far, I've raised my credit score 39 points.
127 points.
Over 100 points using Self.
I would recommend Self to everyone.
It feels really good. You should try it.
These underwear are pee-proof and period-proof and sweat-proof. They're leak-proof underwear from NYX. Comfy and confident protection that feel just like normal. With so many styles and colors to choose from, switching is easy at NYX.com.
Does your bank invest for you? I bet it doesn't. Acorn's checking does. It's banking for the growth-minded. Acorns. Grow your own.
Let the chips fall where they may. Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well. If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart. Next.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
He told everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first?
My mother.
Why?
Because I wanted her here.
Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Who will fumble? Who will be the beast of the feast? All new NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network. Set your DVR.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we throw a party here?
Are you mad at the team?
We
done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
As soon as I turned into a teenager, that's all it was. Slut, 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 slut. You're a slut, you're a slut, you're a dirty bitch, you're a whore, you're a whore! That's how she'd do it. And that was in my face my whole life. Like, imagine having to deal with that. She wonders why I do some of the stuff that I do, why I talk to these guys that degrade me. It's because I have a low self-esteem because I've been called these names my whole life. Imagine being a kid and being called a slut. It sticks to you.
Well, Cassidy says Melinda is no Mother of the Year and denies trying to get attention from her young guy friends. But Cassidy says all she has to do to prove it is show us her mom's social media profiles. Take a look at what she's talking about.
I like posting pictures. I am a selfie queen.
In some of your selfies, you dress inappropriately.
I'm a mom, but I'm still not an 80-year-old grandmother.
This is one that's like a little bit much. It looks like she's like zooming in where her boobs are. That's a little bit much too.
Cassidy thinks because I'm 40, I shouldn't show my belly.
Well, she has gym pictures showing off her abs. Some of them are a little bit much.
It was reported as being inappropriate because someone was upset that their boyfriend was on my social media.
When this girl reported her, she messaged this girl and she said, off.
Oh, I did, because I thought that was ridiculous, because to me it wasn't inappropriate. I wasn't bent over, I wasn't sticking my lips out, I wasn't sticking my tongue out like all the girls do.
I get called a whore for doing the same stuff, so it's just frustrating that I'm a whore if I do it, but if someone else does it, they're fine.
Some things I think are inappropriate for kids, and that's what she is, a kid, and I'm an adult, so I can do what I like on my social media.
Okay, so you're kind of into selfies.
Yes.
We're talking about what you're doing. You're an adult, and like you said, you're not dead. You're entitled to a life, and you're entitled to be proud of yourself and have fun. I get that. I know from what you've told us, what others have told us, that you have blurred the boundaries and been more of a participative friend with your daughter and her friends than a typical parent would be, and more than you, on retrospect, wish you had done. I know that. I just don't know why you're reluctant to acknowledge that.
I tried, Dr. Phil, to be a loving mom and to be supportive.
I think you are a loving mom.
And I am still.
No, that's what I mean. I'm taking up for you. I think you are a loving mom.
And it's always just been me and Cassidy.
Right.
Okay, so it was hard because when she hit a certain age and all of these things happened, I wasn't a partier my whole life.
Right.
I live a quiet life, actually. And honestly, a lot of these pictures that are on social media, I don't have any friends because I'm embarrassed about the way that my life is. So maybe this is a way.
You don't have any friends, but the times that you've picked me up from school, the very few times, your phone's been blowing up with people asking, oh, are you home yet? Can I come over?
No, there's no one. See, that's a thing.
And you accuse me of having all these friends. She does have friends.
But when I was being interviewed, it
well,
said I had
you're going to get some friends with those pictures.
I had 5 boyfriends. But I was told I had 5 boyfriends. I don't have any boyfriend. I don't have any friends at all. I talk to my mom and dad. That's it.
I don't care if you have 5 boyfriends or 6 boyfriends.
But I wouldn't because everything I do does get blown out of proportion.
But you're entitled to date. You are a grown woman.
I know,
you can do what you want to do.
Because I'd be so afraid for what she would say.
I'm not judging that.
Gets blown out
Hold on. I'm not judging that. What I'm asking you is, can you acknowledge that your role as the parent here has had blurred boundaries, and you have not always taken the adult position in this relationship?
I will agree to that,
You've been
Dr.
more
Phil.
of a friend, more of a sister, more of trying to be the cool mom and curry acceptance and favor in that way than being the adult authority figure in the relationship.
Because when I did try to
didn't ask you, because I'm just asking, can you acknowledge that?
Yes, I can acknowledge that.
I'm just saying that you have been involved more as a peer and a sister friend than as a mother.
Because she likes me better that way.
Melinda admits that she did spoil Cassidy and gave her everything that she ever wanted. So why is she so surprised at her daughter's behavior now? Well, I got some views on that when we come back. Closed captioning provided by
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
To see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more
Don't play with me, girl.
drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville, New Reunion Part 2, tonight at 8/7 Central.
I've decided to go to rehab. I'm still here, bitches.
We got a big surprise. Gage is going to be a big brother.
1,000-Pound Sisters, season premiere, January 17th at 9 on TLC.
Coming January 21st.
The Samuels are looking to the D word, divorce, separate, something like that.
Did they say divorce or separate? What? We just had a whole show prep with our producer, and no one told me we were going to bring us up live on the air today.
She says that her and her husband are trying to fix their marriage and denying any divorce rumors.
All marriages go through stuff. Does that mean we're separated or getting divorced? Absolutely not.
Love and Marriage DC. New episodes, Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
Why me, huh?
Why not you?
Listen to the thunder.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart. Next.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode, Friday, 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's place.
LeBron who?
James! How about we throw the party in the King's house?
Hi.
It's a white man. Oh, man, we going to jail, Kim.
Is LeBron home? I was hoping to show him something.
Yo, man, whoa.
Sign my jurors.
He got a hologram of himself.
Your hairline is perfect. Anyone who says otherwise is just jealous.
Nah.
House Party, rated R. Only in theaters January 13th.
He fooled everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first?
Her mother.
Why?
Because I wanted her to hear. Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for that.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
We need to get over here now. They just shot me.
Monday.
I've never done anything like this in my life. It is about living very basic.
No pizza, no food.
Pretty much.
David and Annie and Lauren and Alexi, After the 90 Days, Monday at 10 on TLC.
I believe that Cassidy suffers from an eating disorder like bulimia.
After I went to the weight loss program, I developed an eating disorder while I was living with my mom. She thinks that I still have the eating disorder, but I don't.
I worry because she's quite a bit taller than me and weighs less than I do. I try not to push the subject.
I'm skinny because I can't afford food. When you're out on the streets, food is the last thing that you worry about. My anxiety causes me not to eat.
Well, Cassidy says her mother is aggressive. She says she's abusive and has virtually no parenting skills. But Melinda says her daughter has severe mental health issues and just hasn't been properly diagnosed. Tell me how you think you're doing in terms of emotional adjustment.
I take panic attacks. I have anxiety. I have PTSD like she does.
Okay, y'all throw these terms around like you know what they mean. Do you know what do you know what you mean by PTSD?
Yeah, it's when you've had something traumatic happen to you, and I've had a lot of traumatic things happen.
And that's all you know is that it just means you've had something traumatic happen to you?
Well, I've talked to a bunch of therapists, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
I'm not trying to give you a test. I'm just asking if you really know what all that entails. Did you try to take your own life?
Yeah, and this was a time where I wasn't talking to my mom. I had no friends at that time. I was struggling in school.
Do you want to die?
I don't want to die. There's been times, and after what I've been through, a normal person would want to die, but I don't want to die because I think things could get better at some point, but I just don't know when because it's a constant cycle for me. And she cries and she acts like she cares, but the first call I got when I was in the hospital was, I know why you're in the hospital, you must be pregnant.
Because they were hiding it from me, that's why.
Because I didn't want you to know, because then I'd be called an attention seeker for trying to end my life. I would be the attention seeker.
Look, y'all can do this at home. You don't need me for this. You can do that when you get home.
Sorry.
So tell me what you do want.
I just want to be able to have a relationship with my mom. So we go out to eat once in a while without fighting, like normal kids have.
Tell me the 5 worst things about you.
My appearance, how sensitive I am. Yeah. I do have a bad temper sometimes.
Okay, you don't like that. What else?
I can never be friends with someone for too long or be in a relationship with someone for too long.
Not good at relationships. What else?
I don't know. I'm just a boring person. There's nothing to me. I don't know why anyone would want to be my friend. That's why I attract bad people. But I do have some good friends. Like,
I don't want to hear about them. I'm talking about you. So now tell me the 5 best things about you.
I really don't have any good things about me. Like, I don't know what's good about me. I'm good at doing makeup. I'm good at picking out clothes. I don't know any good things about me. Like, I've always been put down to the lowest by everyone, but mostly by my mom.
I think mostly by yourself.
Melinda says she wants Cassidy back on track, but can she be part of her daughter's success? I don't know. We'll talk about that when we get back. Closed captioning provided by
Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house. How about we throw a party here?
Are you mad at the team?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
People gonna talk in D.C.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait.
Welcome.
We're going to be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your
The
ass.
sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back and own them. And again and again and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
To Beth for telling us about Peptiva Nighttime Probiotics.
To Beth.
Welcome, ladies. You know, the best thing about Peptiva is that I can digest food like a kid again.
No, the best thing is that I get to sleep like a kid again.
Digestion. Ladies!
With Peptiva, you get both.
Peptiva is the first doctor-formulated probiotic that works at night with key ingredients backed by 7 clinical studies. And right now, you can get a complimentary sample by texting BANK to 321321. Peptiva works while you sleep to soothe indigestion, cramping, bloating, even constipation, while promoting digestive health. And it has time-released melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life.
Okay, girls, what do we have next week?
Tacos.
Wings. Chili.
Peptiva is flying off the shelves at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting BANK to 321321. Text now, and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort absolutely free. That's BANK to 321321.
This is your chance. You keep her alive. Save her, you can save her.
You've come this far, and you know what's out there.
Yeah. have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Next.
I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central.
He fooled everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first?
My mother.
Why?
Because I wanted her here. Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
Cassidy has run away at least 25 to 30 times over the last year.
I've probably ran away 5 of those times. My mom says that I'm running away to cover up the fact that she constantly kicks me out.
I've never kicked you out. Cassidy would run away when she would not want to follow my rules.
Since I've been 15, I'd say my mom kicked me out 100 or more times. She's let me come back for the day and then kicked me out again.
A question for you. Tell me the 5 best things about your daughter.
Cassidy is loving. Cassidy you have a good personality. You make people feel comfortable. I think that you have a lot of potential. You just can't see it.
Oh,
I mean, you're beautiful.
Those are both good ones. That she has potential, that is a good thing. And, and she is beautiful, you're right. And what's another thing?
I mean,
So if I have all of these things going...
Whoa. I'm talking to your mother. Sister friend. Go ahead.
And I think you're talented, too.
I want to tell you what I think is going on here. First off, I think you have abdicated your role as a parent. You've just kind of decided because she doesn't like you in an authoritarian role. You said she doesn't like that, she hates that, so you just said, well, then I'll be your friend. The thing about parenting is it's not a popularity contest. That's not your job. Your job as a parent is to prepare your child for the next level of life. I mean, if they're 4 or 5 years old, you're to socialize them where they are independent enough to go to kindergarten. And if they're in school, then you're to prepare them enough where they're independent enough to go away to school or to get a job. And then you prepare them enough to go marry and have a family or do whatever they want. Your job as a parent is to prepare your child for the next level of life. Your child is 18, so what you're talking about now is reparenting, which is a thing. But you don't know how to do that, you don't know where to put those boundaries, and you need to learn how to put those boundaries.
I feel broke.
You want me to be on your side?
Why do you keep coming back? Happily Ever After Tell-All, No Limits, continues Sunday at 8 on TLC.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Who will fumble? Who will be the feast of the feast? All new NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesday night at 9 on Food Network. Set your DVR.
Something about the Playboy brand had a little bit more of a mystique to it.
It's a ticket to the highlight.
Love can prepare you for that.
The Playboy Murders, all new series, Monday, January 23rd at 10 on ID.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
So embarrassing.
Okay, sweetheart.
Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more
Don't play with me, girl.
drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New reunion part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house. How about we throw a party here?
Are you mad at the Jays?
We done messed up the koala.
You good? What just happened?
House Party, rated R.
Coming January 21st.
The Samuels are looking to the D word, divorce, separate, something like that.
Did they say divorce or separate? What? We just had a whole show prep with our producer, and no one told me we was gonna bring us up live on the air today.
She says that her and her husband are trying to fix their marriage of denying any divorce rumors.
All marriages go through stuff. Does that mean we're separated or getting divorced? Absolutely not.
Love and Marriage DC. New episodes Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
All these young, untimely deaths.
For your kid, fame can be poisonous.
He shared with me something, I hesitate to even say it.
The Price of Glee, 3-part limited series, Monday, January 16th at 9 on ID.
Do you want your man or not? Do you know your plans or not? You gonna go back home or not? You gonna claim your throne or not? Is you Khaleesi or that other name I don't remember?
I kneel before no one. I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god.
Would you be interested in having an affair?
You need to be willing to bend the rules.
You have no idea what loss is.
Now, let me talk to you. First off, I want you to do something for me. There is a place that is really focused on trauma. It's a place called Onsite. And Onsite is in Tennessee. And it is a place that does really intensive workshops for people that have been through trauma. And they bring in world-class experts that put together these workshops and really help you get trauma and everything that's involved with it, whether it's PTSD or just the wounds from trauma, whether it's physical trauma, emotional trauma, or whatever, get a handle on that and get it where it doesn't dominate and control your life. And I want to be very clear, this isn't a mental hospital. This is a very positive workshop environment. It's on 100 rolling acres outside of Nashville, Tennessee. It's absolutely beautiful. And while you're there, I've already talked to the people at a place called Cast Centers, and they deal with life coaching. And I want to get you a specific life coach. And this life coach is going to start working with you on a day-to-day basis, putting one step in front of another to get you a plan moving forward in your life.
All I want is to get some help.
Well, let me tell you, reinforcements have just arrived. And while you're doing that, you need some help.
I do.
Because you need to figure out exactly what you need to do as the parent of an adult daughter. And when she comes back, she's going to be a very different person than went away. And you're going to have to engage her as an adult, and you're going to have to deal with her in a non-codependent way. And to do that, you're going to have some help. You're going to have some instruction on reparenting and sorting out the boundaries where you understand what your duties and responsibilities are, without sacrificing your life. And if I make those arrangements for you, will you take that help?
I will take that help.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
So we're going to arrange that.
You're amazing.
All right. Plan?
Thank you. That's a plan.
Okay, you'll take this help?
I will.
Okay. All right, up next, we are checking in with a former guest. You will not believe the update. We'll be right back. Closed captioning provided by...
I've decided to go to rehab. I'm still here, bitches.
We got a big surprise. Gage is gonna be a big brother.
1,000-Pound Sisters, season premiere, January 17th at 9 on TLC.
This is your chance. You keep her alive. Save her, you can save her.
You've come this far, and you know what's out there.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
He fooled everybody. Please don't let him have hurt somebody.
What did you do first? Her mother. Why? Because I wanted her to hear. Evil Lives Here, all new season, Sunday, January 22nd at 9, followed by Signs of a Psychopath, all new season on ID.
I feel wrong.
You want me to be on your side?
Why do you keep coming back?
Happily Ever After Tell-All, No Limits, continues Sunday at 8 on TLC.
LeBron, he on vacation.
How about we do a party here?
In the King's house.
Oh! Hey there.
Bro.
We gonna invite all the celebrities.
Sweet black baby Jesus.
Have you seen how out of control this party is?
Are you mad at the team?
We done messed up the koala.
You good?
What just happened?
House party. You handled the decision to go to Miami perfectly.
Nah.
Rated R, January 13th.
Let the chips fall where they may.
Tension's gonna fly.
Everybody's dating each other, but everybody knows they're dating each other.
Your directness is getting out of hand.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, well.
If you're looking for a man, say amen.
Amen.
There are some things that I've heard.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, sweetheart. Next. I think he's a fraud, and I don't think he's a good person.
It's only gonna get worse. I ain't gonna do this with everybody.
This is too much.
Ready to Love. New episode Friday, 8/7 Central. Love and Marriage Huntsville is back.
And see if Melody ever held accountability for anything ever.
With more...
Don't play with me, girl.
...drama.
You call me all the time about other issues. Do you not?
Love and Marriage Huntsville. New Reunion Part 2. Tonight at 8/7 Central.
I can't believe we're cleaning LeBron's house.
How about we do a party here?
Are you mad at the team?
We done messed up the koala.
You good?
What just happened?
House party, rated R.
People gonna talk in D.C.
Yo, we coming.
They're claiming the Samuels are looking to divorce.
Him and his dad are not speaking.
Wait.
Welcome.
We're gonna be out on our own little island. It's called peace.
I'm gonna go before I whip your
The
ass.
sisterhood just went out the window.
I'm back and all that. And again, and again, and again.
Love and Marriage DC returns Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central.
One of the really fun things we do sometimes is get Robin to answer emails and messages from thousands of women viewers. What they say is, I want to know what you do to look so good, so young, so healthy, and so happy. And I know her answer is always at least twofold. One is, well, I take care of my skin with great products that I developed over years working with top scientists. And they're part of her Robin McGraw Revelation line, including all new and improved formulations with facial masks, cleansers, moisturizers, serums, and really just all kinds of things, which are all available at robinmcgrawrevelation.com. I really love her second answer as well, because she is adamant about the message to take care of yourself first, so you can take care of those you love. 4.5 years ago, the very first guest that Robin shared her Robin McGraw Revelation skincare line with was Gina. Take a look.
I had a son who passed away in a car accident 2 years ago. He walked out the door and he died 10 minutes later. Before I lost Derek, I was just always happy. A part of that person that I used to be died when Derek died. Using the Revelation products showed me that there's actually a light at the end of the tunnel. I was driving to work the other day and I was kind of smiling. This is the first time since Derek died that I was actually felt enthusiastic about something. That was my revelation.
You know what it's like to just have the rug pulled out from under you, and you lost your son. You said 10 minutes after he left the house he was gone. It is devastating, right?
I was so close to him, and I feel like part of me left when he left. You never get it back. I see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to start taking better care of myself, and I'm going to do it for my daughter and for myself.
I really, really admire you, and I am very proud of you. Very proud.
Well, that was 4.5 years ago, but just last week, Gina sent Robin this direct message. She said, "Hi, I don't know if you remember me, but I was on your Revelation Makeover show. You and Dr. Phill helped me realize that I have to take care of myself, even though my son passed away. It has been so difficult, but I have made huge strides. My daughter loves the changes that she saw in me after the show, and I have gone back to taking care of my health and found things to laugh about again. I have so much gratitude. My friends and I are huge fans of yours and Dr. Phill. I honestly don't think I have missed a show in 17 seasons. I'm coming to watch a taping, hoping I could give you a hug. My friends would be ecstatic to say hi too. If it's not possible, I totally understand, but just thought I'd try. Either way, enjoy Aspen." And sure enough, Gina is here today, and I'm sure Robin would be happy to give you that hug. So.
Gina, it is so good to see you. When you sent me that direct message, in the very first line you said, "I don't know if you still remember me." And that just touched my heart, because there's something you have to know. Sometimes I will maybe need a little boost of courage or strength. It's always you that I think about in those times, because I think you are such a powerful woman. When you came to the show back then, after everything that you had been through, you came to that show to support me and my new company. And I will never forget that. And you must know, I will never forget you, ever.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much for being here.
I'm way better. I was so new at all of this. You know, I'm 4 years down the road. I'm a lot better, but you really did change. I was terrified, and you got me. I just don't have any words. I had no life. I just thought about him every minute, and I felt guilty if I laughed. Oh. Because how can you laugh when your child died, you know? But Dr. Phill told me that it has nothing to do with not missing him, that you can still find joy in this world, and it changed, and it helped my daughter so much to get her mom back. Oh. And I love your products. We use them all the time.
Bless your heart. Well, with that, I have a gift for you. Oh. This is my current holiday gift box. It's filled with some of my actually favorite products I've created. And I picked every one of them personally. And I think you're just going to love it.
Oh my God, thank you.
And I want you to have it.
Thank you. I love you. You're so amazing.
Oh, I love you.
Who do you have with you today?
I have my friend Rosie, who came to the show with me for my makeover, right, and my friend Colleen, and my friend Colleen and Yvette. I couldn't do this without them.
Robin created all of these products herself. She names all of these products. You're getting 4 of her brand new facial mask, her OMG, is this really me, instant face shaper, foaming joy cleanser, polished to perfection, all of these different things in the gift box, all of these things, and she wants you to continue to take care of yourself and do that. And her 4 candles, all of that is in there along with some other things. And as usual, we don't forget the audience at all. All of you guys are going to go home with, I think, what, Robin, facial mask and...
Oh, yes. Newly launched 4 facial masks. That includes an eye mask and the Lippy Lovey.
So those of you at home can get your own holiday gift box at RobinMcGrawRevelation.com. Or if you want to gift it to someone, Robin's holiday box ships worldwide. And for those in the U.S. and Canada, shipping is free. So if you want to send a Christmas box to somebody, you can do that. Gina, it's just great to see you again. I hope this helps you have a better holiday. We just wanted to surprise you today. All right, guys, thanks so much. That's it.
Today on an